Don't ask me what time it is, folks. I don't know. I really don't know what time it is. I also don't care. I don't care about my father's time. My father is God. If you do not understand the time of my father, you always will be wrong in the stories you tell. Do never forget this. It's like I say. You never will be on time to tell the right stories, what belongs really to God, if you do not know the timetable of God. That's how easy it is, folks. And keep this in mind. Don't come with bullshit stories what do not fit. You understand? I see them day by day, folks. Every day I see this kind of stories. And then I say to my Father God, they tell the stories, but they tell it too early. It's not time yet. So they are too early and they are wrong. That's it. Well, I smell something in my room and it don't smell nice. But what it is it my upper lip? No. No. It is something I smell. I smell something. Okay, folks, but yesterday evening I didn't feel well, you know. So I thought, well, I go sleep. So I go sleep. But I was thinking and talking with God that I did feel sick. And then God did put something cold, like freezing, by my throat, you know. This is where I did get the problem. So God did make it was like a cut of a knife, but the knife was the feeling of ice, you know. It did not hurt. It was just a cold feeling, nice cold feeling, you know. But to understand that it is like a knife who cut you, but the cut of the knife is cold and not painful. And I did get this. And then, yeah, the thing I did get in my throat directly was gone. So this is the fourth time that God healed me. It's the fourth time, folks. So start to walk with God. I tell you no stories, it's the truth. I will not lie, folks. Why will I? You understand? So yeah, sometimes I feel bad, you know, sick and bad, and well, we live in a sick world, folks, and yeah, sometimes it will happen, you know, and the only thing I do is I walk with God and everything will be alright. You know, in no time God come and God heal you in no time. Before you know it is done. But you will understand what God did do and you will never forget what God did do. So it's really magnificent, folks. It's really the wizard thing of God is healing people on a very strange and difficult to understand way, you know. But it's there, and yeah, I've been healed now for 4 times, and maybe it will happen more times. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm never sick, so And definitely when God did come, I did not even get a cold or something. When I was not with God, every year I get a cold, you know. I get a little bit very light flu or something like that, you know, a little bit sniffy, sneezing and not coughing at all, not so much. I never did cough many times in my life, you know. I also did not become sick like I need to spit my stomach empty. How you call this? Nauseous, and that you will put it all out in the wrong way, you know. I did get this 2 times when I was little, and after this it did not happen ever again. So I never did throw over. I never did. Well, I did 2 times, but then I was little, and after this I never did. I also started to watch out what I eat and what I drink. You know, if the stomach cannot get it, you throw it out. So you need to watch out what you eat and drink. It's very important. If you don't like to throw everything out, you know, people play games with this. They put their finger in their throat and they let it go out. It's just a game. It's just for fun. You know, I see it on all over the internet and I see it on movies and I become sick of it, you know. Yeah, people who burp and all that kind of things, you know, also in cartoon movies and all. And then I think, why you do this dirty, stupid thing, man? It makes me sick. Don't do it. It's not necessary, you know. But you see in any movie that you see a, a little picture before the movie starts, and then you can see what is all in a fist or um, a ghost or that they will throw over and all that kind of things. But most of the times in almost all the movies I see this thing, this this spiritual thing, this thing what throw things out of his mouth. And then I think, oh man, I don't have to watch the movie because people gonna throw everything out and you're gonna see it and all that kind of things. Folks, man, stop it. Stop it. It's not cool, man. It's not nice. You know, like burping and all that kind of things. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. Maybe you can laugh about it, but not me, folks. I cannot laugh about it. You know, and I take it very seriously. If I see this kind of things, I I kick it off, you know. I become mad when I see this kind of things. But many people, when you see in a movie, people throw over and put everything out of their stomach, out of their mouth, you know. They laugh and they have fun and it's funny and it's not funny. It's dirty. It's the most dirtiest thing I ever will see, folks. Together with this sex bullshit. I see it like that. If I see sex, I throw over almost. So, folks. So, for the fourth time, folks, God heal me, and He do it on a very special way. No doctor ever can do this, folks. He come with feelings, and with his feelings, he start to play with you, and this feeling come in you, and it rips things out what you don't need. So if you become sick, I think I will never become sick to walk with God. I never will become sick because I'm sick already, folks. I'm already long time sick. I'm sick in the way of God. The love of God did make me sick. So I'm love sick in God. It's the best sickness I ever can get. So folks, this kind of things, God did prepare everything for me so that I will walk between you, folks. How sick you ever will be. I don't care and God don't care. I only care for God and God only cares for me. That's why I can walk between you, folks. That's why. You understand? I will get nothing. Nothing what you get. Nothing at all. God prepared the way for me. And folks, He can prepare the way for you also. But you need to listen now. And it will start to happen. Magnificent, unbelievable, magical things God can do. Unbelievable, folks. And now for the 4th time I did get this. So, will you believe this story of, I was standing in the store, when was it? Friday or Saturday, and people did start to talk, these people who work there, did start to talk. Yeah, oh, what a world, oh, what a things, what's going on, if I did know it, then I know it. And then I did say, I know it. And then this man who did talk about this, he said, oh, so you did know it already? Yes, I told you. And then he told me, oh, yes, you told me. It's true. Yeah, folks, if you don't listen, you do not go to the internet, you don't go to my site, you never will understand the site I'm talking about. And I did warn many times. So people come now, and start to talk about the thing I already did talk about a long time ago. And now they start to talk about it and start to see it. You understand? I know when I told you, folks, that this life you live in, you better do not live in. It will become a very big, troubling mess. And many people will not make this way. It will not happen, folks. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Lots of you gonna die. You are not strong enough and you are too stupid to stay alive. That's the way it is, folks. This is how I see it. But this is also the way it is. It's the real truth. You are too stupid to stay alive. And I'm sorry that I say so, but that's the thing I see. And I see it in you, folks. And I did warn you. And I warn again and again and again. 7 years of trouble is standing for your door. And the trouble did start with this disease. You think this is the only disease? No, folks. Doctors will come with many diseases. Don't worry. You will become more sick than ever before in your life. Don't worry. You're not going to miss it. And now you say, man, you talk like that I don't want to miss it or something. I know you want to miss it, but you don't going to miss it. And I did one so badly for the bad things to come, folks. Look at your weather. Your weather is crazy, but not crazy enough. It can be much more crazy. The way I saw it, folks, you will become crazy when you see it. You understand? And you cannot run for it. You will stand like ice. You're standing still. You will not walk anymore. And your heart will fail to will fail. You understand? Your heart also will stand still. Like you will stand still. Your heart also will stand still by the weather I saw. And it's not only the weather, it's also the demons, what will come, and very dirty creatures will come, folks, and your heart will stand still. You will walk not an inch anymore. That will not happen. And you can be big and strong and will have a big mouth and all that kind of things. But then you will become so little, you will say nothing anymore. You will stand still and your heart will fail. I'm warning you for the things really to come, folks. And it will come, because it must come. Because it comes out of my mouth. And everything what did come out of my mouth, folks, will start to happen and you will see it. The way I told you is the way it will be. I am just a messenger of God. Don't see me in another way. I am just a messenger of God. I am your unknown prophet. I love God, folks. I love God above all. You understand? I don't care for nothing else. I did give all my love to God, so I cannot give you love. You understand? I did give all away. I am completely empty. My love is all to God. So there is no love left for the people I'm living with. Now listen very well what I say, folks. I mean it. There is no love left for you. Everything I did get in me, I did give it to God. And everything I did not need, I took it away. And sometimes it was too difficult, so then I started to ask God. Because I got God on my side. So, what you say, folks? If you don't know something, yeah, you go to God and God will answer. It's not a problem. Well, for me, it's not a problem. But to walk with God like I do, for you it will become a big problem. Yeah, definitely. And for sure, folks, I don't know if you ever will walk with God. I don't know. You need to be touched. It's not easy. And if you are touched, you may feel yourself very happy and very lucky. You know the lottery, folks? Sometimes someone wins something. Most of the times, these are the rich people who are already rich. And they become more rich. that you will make no chance to ever win this kind of money. What they say? Huh? This is also the way to walk with God. It's not easy if He will touch you. You must be bloody lucky, very lucky, if He does. Well, I was the lucky one. But I tell you the unlucky stories, folks. I can do nothing about it. I also cannot change it. Everything what did come out of my mouth, it did come out of my mouth because it is the time that it need to come out of my mouth. That's why I talk like this. And if I become sick or I start to feel sick, directly, folks, it go. God will not wait that long. You know, He don't want to see His son become ill or feel ill even. So God directly did come and did heal me for the 4th time. Yesterday it was the last time He did do this and heal me. But I also tell you what is the feeling, and you know, sometimes He put His hand in you, you feel His hand coming into you, and He rip out, you feel like a rip out the disease out of your body, you know. Because I did have it with my stomach, so God did go into my stomach, and I feel, whoosh, He rip it out. But this time it was like He cut me with a knife or a scissor or something, you know. And the knife was cold. And I only did feel the coldness. But it was like a cut. He did cut in my throat. But the feeling was cold, like frozen, you know. And this did go through my throat. So God knows many ways to heal you, but it's a healing thing. Yeah, you only will understand when I start to talk about it. You know? Yeah, folks, I can tell you about dreams and visions and how the visions works and all that kind of things. But you need to be there yourself before you ever will understand the stories I'm telling you. You need to be there. So, I'm telling you, you need to be with God to understand what I'm talking about. If you are not with God, you better do not listen to me. Because it's no use. You know? It's not useful. The people who are not really with God, better do not listen to this channel. It's the truth, eh? So go away from this channel, folks. For the people who do not walk with God. For real. And I know, folks, that's you all. That is all of you. So go away. Go away. You understand? And for me, it doesn't matter, folks. If there will come 1 or none or 1 billion or 7 billion, I don't care, folks. I don't care. I really don't care. You know? For me, this is not the thing I want. That 7 billion or 1 billion or 100 million or whatever will listen to me and that and that I will stamp myself on my chest. Hey, I got many people. Oh, folks, I'm not here for the fame and richness and bullshit. I know how easy it will be to become famous. Huh? When I start to walk and I start to jerk my dick or something, or walking almost naked and show my nice body, do you know how many people I will get? Or if you do something stupid, or something no one ever did do, many people will come because it's a new thing. And I have in my mind many new things, but I do not do them. You know, the only new thing I can tell you is the news of God. But I know a lot of things what can make me easy rich here on the internet. Then I can walk to my bank account every day to get it empty, or my bank account will explode. Because of you stupid people. You will pay me. Understand? Because you are the stupid people who will give me that money. I am not that lad, folks. I am not like that. So, if one will come, or 1,000,000, or 7 billion, the whole world listen to me. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But why you need me so that you will understand that God is real? You tell me. Why you need this little boy who will tell you about God and you don't not even know it yourself? You tell me, folks. For me, in my eyes, this is disgusting. Now, listen to this boy. I'm telling you completely the truth, folks. You need to shame yourselves that you do not walk with God in the way I walk with God. You need to shame of yourselves. Shame yourselves, folks. I walk with God, and I'm the only one. I tell my Father God, how is it possible? 7 billion people and more. They do not even know you. How is it possible? How dirty people can be. But this is how dirty you are, folks. One by one. So that's why I did give all my love to God, because you are not that lovable. I cannot give you my real love. So that's why I did give it to God. God is the one who did touch me. So directly I did give it to my Father God. Because God directly told me, don't, what did God told me? Don't trust no one and don't trust anything. And then I did give God all my love. When God did say this to me, I gave my love to God. Everything I get in me, I did give it to God. Don't trust no one. Don't trust anything. And then I start to understand, oh, okay, then I need to give not the love to the people, but to God. And that's the story, folks. But you need to shame yourself. You know? That I need to tell you that God is there for you. Always. You need to know this yourself. Not me who need to tell you. You know? I hope that people will come and will tell me, yeah man, you are such a speaker. It's nice. But we know God. And we do walk with God. Show me. Show me your bank account. Is it empty? Huh? Is your bank account empty? My bank account is empty, folks. You will never give me one dime. In the way I work, you never will give me one dime. Will not happen. You understand? Give it to the poor. Like I say it on the internet. I also will say it in real time, folks. When you are standing next to me and you come with money for me, even when I'm hungry, I will tell you give it to the poor. And then you will say, but hey, you are hungry. We want to give it to the poor. I did eat enough in my life. People who got nothing to eat and starve. Give it to that one. I know the feeling of an exploding stomach. That I did eat too much. Huh? Give this to the people who do not know about that thing. Or a long time ago. I can eat whenever I like, folks. I can drink whenever I like. But there are many people who cannot do those things. Help that kind of people. So, this is how the story goes. But folks, you need to shame yourself that I need to tell you that God is there for you. You need to know this yourself without me. You understand? So, shame yourselves.